Seconds, get tuned in. The people hop on. You know, me and the group chat, me and the guys, the coaches, we all decided to sit down and we decided since we are going against the 0-6 Denver Broncos and we are the 6-0 Express, we decided as a team, sat down with the other coaches, sat down, had a talk. I said, hey, we're going against a low bridge team today. They got some players on that team, but we're gonna be looking at how everything adds up. The water from my ear acting what nutty. I just got out the shower and shit. We need my tight ends. Listen, so we sat down, we talked, we said, hey, our offense is overpowering right now, right? So we're playing against a team that's not that good. We're gonna let's look at their record. Look at that fucking water, that shit. All that water just went on my headphone. We looking at the schedule. Where are they again? Broncos, right? So far they lost, right? We're gonna go decide to just put in our backup quarterback this game. Our 63 overall, Philip Lindsay and Keenan Allen staying where he at. Defense, we keeping our defense the same. We always running that. We not gonna act all crazy. Chris Harris Jr. Is that all they got? We not worried about him now. The water just irritating my ear. Alright, man. So we had to talk with the coaches, and that's what we going with. We playing the 4 game as usual. Hopefully we got time, and if not, I'm probably just gonna hop off. If I don't get a text, then I don't know. Right now we rocking and rolling against the 0-6 Broncos. They are shit. Who are they quarterback? I don't know if it's Drew Lock or Joe Flacco, but they're having a horrible season this year. Cortland Sutton is one of their main targets. Not even that good, but he can ball. D-Tech will not fucking with ours, man. Fletcher Cox, we just got home with the trade. We traded our running back Melvin Gordon a third. Javon Clowney, we got easy. We about to run it up, man. Last season.
Well, Coach, we've had a driving rainstorm make its way through the plains, and it definitely is going to be a factor here this afternoon at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver.
This might be a problem. What's good, cousin?
Between the San Antonio Express and the Denver
Subscribe,
Broncos.
Man, if you new, man. This is Madden 20 last season before Madden 21 comes out. I'm just playing a little franchise. I'm doing a lot of trades.
And this is a game
just having a little fun.
Determination and somehow finding a way not to panic.
Appreciate you being in here showing love, man.
I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team.
That's what I'm saying. They 0-6. Don't let them get nothing else.
He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
That's it. They can't get anything else.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Come on, we coming. Get in there. Best defense on the planet. Best defense on the planet.
It'll be a loss of
Wouldn't be
1,
anywhere without
and
my
that'll bring
defense.
up a 2nd and 11.
Defense wins championships, especially when you put fast ass niggas. I mean, niggas that can make plays out there in the flat.
2nd and 11 now.
I'm on that. I'm on that definitely. He can't catch though.
An interception here on their opening drive.
We gotta get him to start catching them Jones, man. Why am I here, man?
And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing his lock on 3rd down.
Yo, can somebody get in there? Oh, yes, we take that. That was a great pass if the field was that wide.
I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Bro, I got the best.
Looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have back on their heels.
Why you do all that?
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
We're going to start out with a run.
Now, it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Ooh, good.
And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. Tackled that time by Sidney Jones.
Took the lead.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Back to throw.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
We starting our quarterback, man. We might have to start our main quarterback.
Effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Now Sanders.
Dial.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. And Denver getting set to take the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate.
Come on, y'all.
Guys, win the line of scrimmage. If you do that,
I traded for each and every one of them already. Was already on this team.
You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need.
Can't sound cheating. Controller not charged.
Look there at the starters on the defensive side of the ball.
I don't know why they be putting up so much of a fight.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's about what you consider the break-even mark. If you give up 17 points a game all year long,
let's go.
You're thinking you're going to be a playoff team. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but pretty nice effort.
To throw on 3rd down. Lock, airing it out for Hamilton.
You want to do that, did you?
And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively.
I don't know why he
but
did
instead
that.
it just brings up 4th down.
Man, if we fuck up another drive before the halftime,
they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience is early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the Grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A quick 1st down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll look to throw.
Dang,
and his throw is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry, but it'll be 2nd down.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
Here's Lindsey. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
I don't know why we
nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down.
Yo, what's his name? I want him out.
Drop to throw. He finds his target, Fuller. You don't want it.
I did that. That ain't me. Put my man in the doghouse. did not mean that.
A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Now back to throw.
This nigga can't get a pass off.
By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on
here?
Here?
Score without like Candy, and I'm on here, right?
Try to tighten things up here.
For the only way I'm gonna get more tick.
12 yards there and a first down.
I want it now.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 44-yard line. On 1st down, right back to Lindsey.
Lindsey just threw Bond down.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, I'd rather him be out here on this thing.
2nd and 9 now.
Look at that. Oh,
the
my
fight
God,
for the football, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. The intended receiver there, Allen. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it. And his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Let's go there. Nobody scored in the first
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
I'm not about to score.
Play action. Now it's locked.
Let's go.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
When we get in there, we get in there.
Uchenna and Wosu got the sack there.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now Locke.
Whoa.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down a distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Here's King.
He got no fucking moves.
And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here are visitors to take over on offense. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Excuse me. There we go.
There we
go.
There we go. Back up.
I know y'all could do it.
And touchdown. Philip Lindsay. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. As his guys are first on the scoreboard here this afternoon. The game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. Almost felt like
they
were just going back and forth a little bit in the first quarter. But in the second quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up. And you're exactly right. Going to make a highlight film or 2. We'll be watching that one later on today.
This is taken about 7 yards deep.
When you get out here, you playing bombs. You might be missing kicks.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me,
finding
a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter.
Ooh,
make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I think
Broncos on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
He can fill the hood, but he's not coming like he's supposed to come.
On first down, Locke. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Wayne Gallman is running back, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now it's Freeman. Looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Right there. No, we're not getting it.
The Broncos send out their punter now. He's been terrific so far.
He even hit me yet.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away.
We'll take that. Nah, please not.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on the end of the end zone for a touchback. Getting set to go again, DeAndre Hopkins marches back onto the field. 2nd quarter, a guy like him, no catches, so that's the surprising part, but they're winning, so maybe they've been able to do some other things effectively, I guess.
And they found other ways, haven't they? Because the receivers will tell you, offense needs to run through us, but they're managing to get it done in this ball game without having to touchdown.
I give it.
Justin Jackson, an 80-yard touchdown.
80 yards from
and his guys get the quick strike touchdown.
I give you, keep the whole quarter.
One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Forget that. My defense come out, all my defense, hands on, everything aggressive.
Here, this will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard
come out in the half. Right
Cortland Sutton and the rest of the offense getting ready for their next drive. A chance maybe here for them to get him more involved. They're down here on the scoreboard, and he's been very quiet.
I get there,
the silence has been deafening for his team. They don't need that at all. They need fireworks. They need explosive plays. They need him touching the football in any way possible. Maybe go to some jet sweeps. Anything to get him.
That was a beautiful pass,
We'll see if they can do it.
Beautiful
Locke gets
pass,
this to Hamilton. Give him 14 yards there.
A
Denver
beautiful
first down.
pass. This nigga about to come now.
Locke now on first down.
Uh-huh.
The short throw caught by Goddard. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's how you switch out of it. That's how you switch out of it.
Play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Locke.
He should have been out to us.
Going to be incomplete.
I'm putting them niggas in man zone.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
On 3rd down, Locke. It's caught by Sanders.
We'll take that.
And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts.
We'll take that.
They'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
They could put up on a starting defense.
If they can do a directional kick going toward the sideline.
They say they could put up 21 points. But all their starters.
DeAndre Hopkins and the rest of the offense heading back onto the field. He hasn't had his usual star-studded performance so far, but still the 2nd quarter, and they're still up on the scoreboard.
And sometimes even as a decoy, you can have a big impact on the game, and that's what we've seen thus far. They're still able to get it done. They found other ways. They haven't had to utilize him as a top priority just yet.
I saw I didn't go yet.
Yeah, now the question is, how will they utilize
whenever he texts
him here?
me.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Yeah, we just got in the crib. I just got out the shower.
On first down. It's Lindsey. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So here's a first and 10
I was not paying attention. He fucked me up.
Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Yo, did you? Yeah, it's fine. You know how to ride a bike now? Just like riding a scooter, right? Just like driving a scooter, right?
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Now it's the backup Newton. He'll find Lindsey here. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be a second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll run. It's Lindsey. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up.
I don't even know.
Newton on 3rd down.
Good catch, boy.
This one off to Lindsey.
See, when Cam in there, he going to put that shit
on the
on
play. The drive will continue. They'll run on 1st down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage.
Lindsey got the E.
2nd and 10 coming up.
I still need my folks to come on there and
2nd down. Newton.
Ew.
And that'll be incomplete.
The way he threw that shit,
Trying
like
to
he
dial
had
up
it.
the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
My dog got 8 too, man.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
We gonna show how it's done too.
This is Coleman. They find some open field here. 20.
He gonna show how it's done. Trying to get how it's done on the field.
Tevin Coleman.
And why you say that to y'all?
And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
I'm coming back. I'm coming back.
So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, they try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, you know, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open.
These niggas just trash. I just slipped.
This is taken about 7 yards deep.
I'm about to fuck
and no
Drew
run
Lock
back
up.
here. This will be a touchback, and it
Drew
comes
Lock
out to the 25-yard line. Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10
First of all, I'm
at their 25-yard line.
Keep him out here.
They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. Not easy being a rookie left tackle in this league, and there they got it for the penalty.
Not easy at all. Think about what you're dealing with every game you play. Ostensibly, the best pass rusher is over you on every snap. I get a little jumpy myself.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play. Lock now, 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. They fake the handoff, now
very
Lock.
good block. Very good block.
In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
Look at that
I'd
shit
put
at.
it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job. Finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Philip Lindsay and the rest of the offense.
No, we got to put my man's in. He needs to get at least a bean too. What's his name? Already got a bean.
Back out. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block.
You got your hair and sweated that shit out.
Pitch again. He's had a good game. A gain there of 21 yards.
You don't even sweat like that.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that.
I'm about to start doing it like every other
end up
week.
winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's
you gotta
supposed
get
to
them
be.
your
You're
ID,
supposed
right?
to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
On 2nd and 7, Newton.
That's it.
He completes it to Henry. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Hunter Henry, his first touchdown.
I see him going down there all the time, but I never like
that lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it is. It winds up successful. Just a 4-play drive that time. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this
Diamond,
one away.
Right? West ain't got no 15 shit. They got 50 seconds and all that.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Oh my God!
So the Broncos coming out now. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now. Really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half. Okay, because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up! Let's get moving, guys."
I was waiting for him to get out too.
I'm glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
But I don't think he even gonna say nothing. Leslie probably was like, "Come on, I'm not waiting for nobody."
Of 2 on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Here's Locke to throw.
Let's go, man.
To escape, and he goes
Joey
down.
Bosa.
Joey Bosa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big. And now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Shreds him with a stiff arm. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On 1st down, it's Coleman, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. We have played 3 quarters.
Token of gratitude.
And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 2nd and 12, Newton on the screen. This is Coleman. Wow, evasive.
Make him miss.
He is different.
33 yards that time.
He is a different need.
Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Watch 98. 98's the mic. Man out, man out, man out, man out.
Out of the gun, Newton.
Fuck the industry up.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
Here we go.
And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Gun. What? Echo. 98's the mic. Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Check 24, check 24. Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
A shotgun snap for Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. He'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a fourth down. You know what? I know it's fourth down and they've got a big lead, but go for it.
Yeah, and why not, right? Because they have the big lead. But don't you have to have a little bit of admiration for these guys on the defensive side of the ball? They've been shoved around this entire game, and they're making a nice goal line stand here. It would be fun to see them stop them on fourth down, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but it's like putting whipped cream on broccoli at this point.
So what you're saying is they're going to go for it on fourth down. They're going to get it, aren't they?
I would. Now it's Martin to do the honors after the made field goal. This is taken about...
Yeah, Rose just said to me. He said, I'm going to do you like, don't do me like that.
This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
When I say I was going to listen soon, like, I'm going to do the
to take over here. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now Locke throwing on 2nd down, and this is going to be incomplete.
Too much going on down there.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And they worked this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out.
Defense.
So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion. But he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Lock. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A gain there of 21 yards. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now. Because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
Block will try again on 2nd down. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Locke. And that's complete to Sanders. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They come up on a fourth down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Gay's kick is good. And they knock that deficit down from 29 to 26. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
From the goose egg all they want.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. He's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. From the 27, Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Watch QB drop. Shift. Out.
3rd and long. It's Newton. Going deep for Hopkins. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will get into the end zone.
I didn't want to do it, but
another touchdown.
This
thing is ugly. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. Until the ownership that he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter.
So the gas they have like Matthias.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
If I was a coach,
for a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going
forward. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal, and never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again, and who knows, you may meet up with this team again.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. On play action, Locke.
Dude, they got the block.
He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle.
These niggas got
and
a
they'll
block.
Get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down.
Damn.
Throwing on 1st down is Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
All right, T, let's all right, T.
One final try for Locke. Now a desperation throw deep into a double team, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick.
Damn. Right for the chicken. Y'all acting. Hey man, let's see if you guys enjoyed this video. Drop a like, comment, subscribe if you're new.
It's a victory for our visitors.
I am a pro again. I did say something.
A big second half to put this one on ice.
Oh yeah,
people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said.
Today, man.
But I get the sense it was much more the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan.
Get ready for Madden 21 with Coach
that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark,
that's horrible.
And then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for our